The Rockets with Harden and CP3 are probably one of the best teams to never win a ring. So we're going back to the 2017-18 season to see if they can get the job done in a resimulation. At the end of season number 1, James Harden is named the MVP of the league. Yogi Ferrell is the Rookie of the Year, I guess. Kelly Olynyk is Sixth Man of the Year. Rudy Gobert is DPOY. Aaron Gordon Most Improved. And our coach was the Coach of the Year as we won 62 games on the season. James Harden, of course, was All-NBA. He was the MVP. And Chris Paul also made the All-NBA team. We also saw Chris Paul and Harden on all defense. Kind of surprising to see Harden there. But I guess Harden was locked in on defense with this team getting a second chance to win an NBA championship. You've got Chris Paul, James Harden, Aaron Gordon as our leading scorers. Not too surprising there. And this Rockets team had quite a few really good role players filling out the roster as well. In round number 1, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is that weird Thunder team that had Melo. Obviously, Melo didn't really work out in OKC, and we should be able to take them down as they're the 8th seed. We go ahead and beat them in a gentleman's sweep. Round number 2, we have the San Antonio Spurs. They've got Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeJounte, Pau Gasol, but they're not so good. We're going to go ahead and sweep them as well. Now, this is our real challenge. The KD Golden State Warriors, the super team. Can we take them down? This was the biggest obstacle for this Rockets team. We're going to go ahead and get up 2-0 early. We're up 3-0, and we're just going to sweep them. So, yeah, I guess, man, we go ahead and sweep one of the greatest teams of all time. And now we have to take down the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. This is 2018 LeBron. They still have IT and D Wade on the squad. We're going to go ahead and win game 1. They take game 2. They also take game 3. But we're going to take game 4, setting up a game 5 that we need to win. We need the momentum in the series, but we're not going to win this one. Chris Paul even had 36 points. James Harden had 35. We just needed more from our other guys, and also the Cavs just kind of had a lot of role players stepping up. Bron didn't even play that well. I feel like that was a winnable game for us, to be honest. Game 6, we're going to go ahead and bounce back, though, taking down the Cleveland Cavaliers, setting up a winner-go-home Game 7. Our dynamic duo of James Harden and CP3 got the job done in a big game despite Isaiah Thomas dropping 41. LeBron James only 16 points, so we definitely got a break there. But he had 16 and we still only won by 5. Now it's time for Game 7. And in Game 7, we're going to get the job done. We are NBA champions. That's right. In season number 1, we're going to take home an NBA championship. James Harden drops 39, 10, and 12. Chris Paul, 14 points, but he had 15 assists. And already we accomplished the ultimate goal that this team was never able to accomplish in real life. Let's see if there are more rings to come with this squad. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far and want to see more of this 2K content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, here are the playoff stats. We had a lot of production from our role players. Of course, Chris Paul and Harden were leading the way, but these Rockets teams did have some guys who could really shoot the ball. But unfortunately, in the offseason, we lost a lot of those guys, and we replaced them with like Josh Smith and Kevin Knox. This sometimes happens after winning a championship. You lose some of your important role players, they go out, they get paid elsewhere. So Chris Paul and Harden are definitely going to have more of a load on their shoulders this season. At the end of the year, Anthony Davis was named MVP. Trae Young is in Dallas. Kind of funny how that worked out. Jimmy Butler is the 6th man of the year, so we got to watch out for the Sixers if they got Jimmy coming off the bench. And yeah, Brett Brown, 73-9 on the season. We're definitely going to have some comp this year. They got Bron? Oh, man, it might be wraps. It might be wraps. Jimmy Butler off the bench. You got All-NBA Ben Simmons. You got Bron. I am kind of scared, man. This is definitely going to be a difficult series for us to win. If we can even make it to the finals and face the Sixers, because we were the 3rd seed, so definitely no guarantee that we make it that far. But if we do, why is Jimmy coming off the bench, bro? Y'all have JJ Redick. I'm sorry, JJ. You can warm Jimmy's seat for when he sits down on the bench later. No way you're starting JJ Redick over Jimmy Butler. I don't know what they're doing, man. But checking out the stats on the season, James Harden, another phenomenal year. He gets so many buckets. Chris Paul had a great year as well. Clint Capella, he was scoring, he was rebounding. Looks like we traded for Will Barton and also Miles Bridges. So we made some new additions this season, and let's go ahead and get into it. We got the Phoenix Suns round number 1, and Embiid is in Phoenix with Devin Booker. Definitely a good duo, but hopefully we'll be able to take them down. We're going to go ahead and beat them in a gentleman's sweep, so that wasn't even too difficult of a series. Round 2, we got the Denver Nuggets. They're the 7th seed. They just upset the 2 seed, and I see why. They've got some great players on their squad. We're down 2-0 to them. Yeah, man. I mean, they got a lot of depth. I understand. Okay, maybe we're going to come back. Sorry, Houston. Maybe y'all are going to pull off the comeback. Game 6 here, season on the line. We're up by 2 points. Lock in for this 3-0 comeback, Houston. We get the ball to James Harden. He says, why not let it fly? He's going to go ahead and hit it. Wow. James Harden with 15 points in the 4th quarter and a huge shot there to put his team up by 5. That was a tough shot. Those were the shots that Harden was really hitting back in the day, though. Y'all kids wouldn't know anything about that. All right, we get the steal here. Will Barton, a nice steal, gives it down to Harden. Harden's just in the right place there. This game is pretty much wrapped. Harden was just cooking in the clutch, man. And somehow he finishes this game with a whopping 49 points. Chris Paul had 17 assists, so Harden was really stat padding in those final minutes there, but I mean, I don't blame him, man. He was hooping, and now we're headed to a Game 7, season on the line. We could pull off a 3-0 comeback and do something legendary, but unfortunately in the 4th quarter, the game slipped away from us, man. I can't believe that's the way our potential 3-0 comeback ended, and Harden with only 17, man. We're gonna lose. Our season is wrapped, but wow, that was a pretty exciting hop-in game. Harden was definitely clutching up there for us in Game 6. Jimmy Butler wins the conference MVP, and then the Sixers go on to win the chip. Yeah, Bron on the Sixers with Jimmy. That's a tough duo, man. We're definitely going to have some competition if we make it back to the finals trying to take down that team. But this year was a solid playoffs. I think losing some of our role players definitely hurt us. Harden had some big games. He was scoring a lot for us, so can't really blame him. We did see some progression from some of our top guys in the offseason, which is good. And also some of our younger players like Miles Bridges and Kevin Knox are starting to increase in overall as well. So hopefully they can contribute for us. We also picked up Iggy. He's a bit older, but I mean, he's like a 78. James Harden wins the MVP at the end of the season. Harden's just hooping. He's doing his thing, getting a lot of buckets like he was doing with the... Oh, that voice crack was crazy, man. With the Houston Rockets. And again, the Sixers are really good. We're going to have to get through them. But Houston Harden, he was different, man. He was getting so many buckets. That double step back, the foul baiting. I mean, I respect it, to be honest, because he knew how to get buckets. Regardless of what people are going to say about the foul baiting stuff, he was scoring. If everybody could do it, they would probably do it. Because in the NBA, you're playing at the highest level, and these guys will pretty much do whatever they can to get a bucket, even if that meant doing something that maybe was frowned upon a little bit with the foul baiting stuff. But anyway, these are the stats for the season. The squad played really well. Kevin Knox over 10 points per game. Tyler Johnson added on 5. And Andre Iguodala added on 3.4 a night. All right, we're in the play-in tournament this year. 7th seed, man. Come on. We lose round 1 of the play-in, but in round 2 we're going to win. And now we have a round 1 battle with the Clippers. They got KD, Blake, and DeAndre. Yeah, they're definitely a solid team. But we have CP3, we have Harden, we have Clint Capella, so maybe we can pull off the upset. Series is tied up 1-1. They're going to take game 3, and we're just like that. We're down 3-1. But we almost pulled off a 3-0 comeback last year, and now we've made it 3-2. So we'll definitely simcast to this game, and we end up getting a tied game. James Harden's going to pull the 3, and he hits it. Bro, James is just so cold in the clutch, man. 15 in the 4th. He's invisible. Bro, yo, Evans is invisible right now. He's just a floating basketball. Bro, what is going on, 2K? What is going on, 2K? Sometimes when you use these custom rosters, the game just folds on you, and I guess this is one of those situations. Oh my goodness, Blake Griffin just yammed one, but I have no idea what's going on. How is he invisible? And on defense, is he guarding Chris? Yeah, I think he's guarding Chris Paul. Okay, so Paul has the ball up top. The screen on the invisible man. Chris Paul down to James Harden. Bro, I can't believe this. Is Paul open or is there somebody on him? I mean, okay, he's gonna pull it. It looks like he's open. Bang! Cash money. Bro, what is going on? He has the ball. Let's see if we get a big play from the invisible man. The dime down to Blake Griffin. A nice pass there. I have never seen that happen before in 2K. I know modders do all types of stuff on PC, but this is on the Xbox Series S or whatever. You know, the Xbox that has enough storage for about 2 games. And Chris Paul's just cold. He's knocking down every single three. This game might be wrapped. We're up by 5 points. If they don't get a bucket here, it's pretty much over. Kevin Durant has it. KD down to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin in the post. Blake, he had some nice dunks earlier, but he's going to miss that layup. GG's, man. Wow. We beat the invisible man, and we're going to go ahead and... Okay, yeah, we got a game 7. I was about to say we're going to move on, but we got to go ahead and beat them once again. So Evans, Jawan Evans, he's just invisible. He doesn't even have a picture. Crazy stuff, man. But now we got to see if we can beat the invisible man and company in game number 7. We were able to force it. We're on the verge of a 3-1 comeback as a number 8 seed. And in game 7, we get another close game. 2-point game here. Clippers have the ball, so we need a stop. Hopefully we can get it. Kevin Durant, one of the best scorers of all time. KD, oh my goodness, that was a mean step back, but he's going to miss it. Clint Capella secures the rebound, and we're going to give it up to Chris Paul, over to James Harden. Harden down the lane, and he's going to get to the free throw line. That's not the first time James Harden has gotten to the line. Let's see if he can knock down both of these, and he will. He is a poised free throw shooter, and both of those are going to go. DJ Augustine is in the game. If you know about his game winner against the Raptors, you'd probably be scared. He's going to swing it down to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin is going to go ahead and dunk it home. A clutch DJ Augustine play. And now we've got James Harden with the ball. Does Harden have another clutch moment in him? Chris Paul going to give it to Harden. Harden, he misses the layup. No! Okay, we just need to stop though. Okay, we're going to send DJ Augustine to the free throw line. We'll see if he can knock down both of these free throws. We'll see how this goes. Free throw number 1 is up for DJ, and it's off. Okay, we got lucky there. Okay. Free throw number 2. It's off. Okay, the door is wide open, man. If we hit a 3, we could win this. If we get a 2, we could send it to overtime potentially. Chris Paul going to get the screen. He's going to swing it to James Harden. Harden, the nice feed to Capella. Capella was wide open. And now this game is tied. We just have to stop them on one play. DJ Augustine with a chance to win it. It's giving me deja vu to that game winner that he had against the Raptors. But he's going to swing it to Griffin. Griffin misses, gets his own board, and lays it in. 1.3 seconds left. Do we have a buzzer beater in the tank? Harden from half? Oh my goodness, that might have just hit a fan in the stands. What are you doing? Why would you pull it from half? And this game is over. What a terrible last shot. Blake Griffin with 39 points, a masterclass, and James Harden 25 and 10. So our season is over, but it was definitely an exciting one. We've seen that our team has a lot of dog in them, though. Even if we go down in a series, it's not like we're just going to give up. This team has fought back. They forced game 7s. They've been on the verge of some huge comebacks as the Sixers take home another ring. But let's see if we can put that all together and get another NBA championship. Rockets legend Boban Marjanovic is here. We've also got Peyton Pritchard and Jaden McDaniels. So we should be good to go for this season. Hopefully we can win a championship. James Harden takes home another MVP trophy. LaMelo Ball is the Rookie of the Year. Colin Sexton, 6th man. Kawhi Leonard, DPOY. Garland, Most Improved. And Taylor Jenkins is the Coach of the Year. Once again, All-NBA first team for James Harden. I mean, of course, he's the MVP. No All-NBA for Chris Paul this season, but that's okay. It seems like we probably had a solid year considering Harden was the MVP. Yep, 57 wins on the season. And checking out the player stats, James Harden, 27 points. Miles Bridges was averaging about 14. Chris Paul about 18. And he was adding on 11 assists. Will Barton was scoring a little bit. We picked up Zubac. We should be good to go for these playoffs with the #1 seed this year. And in round #1, we're going to beat the Phoenix Suns in a gentleman's sweep. Round 2, same thing. We do it to the New Orleans Pelicans. And then we got the Clippers, who we went to 7 games with last season. We almost had that 3-1 comeback. They're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. They're going to take game 3. And they are up 3-1. Can we somehow pull this off? I mean, we forced a game 7. Can we somehow pull off the 3-1 comeback? Yes, we can. We did it, man. We were on the verge of those big comebacks over these past few seasons, but this year we did it. Chris Paul, Conference MVP, 19 points and 15 assists. As we move on, the Jordan McRae masterclass was almost too much for us, but we were able to overcome it, and now we're going to the NBA Finals against the New York Knicks with Russell Westbrook and DeAndre Jordan. They're going to take game #1. We're going to take game 2. We're going to take game 3. We're up 3-1. 1 game away. We're NBA champions. Harden Finals MVP. That's it for the video. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.